John Muir says that wildness is a necessity. And growing up around all this steel and concrete, we don't realize that some of our richest and most fulfilling resources are right next to us.
I'm Lawson Wajay-Surya. I'm the Executive Director of Blue Sky Fund. Blue Sky Fund was born out of a passion to introduce kids to the natural world in two main ways. One is that we believe kids need to experience the things that they are learning about, to touch and see and feel them.
This worm is a few weeks.
What is starts with a D?
It's a decomposer.
And the other was a passion knowing that those mountaintop experiences in our lives, when we get to go away and outside of what's normal for us, is when we learn the most about ourselves. It's when we're challenged, it's when we're uncomfortable, and it's when we grow and gain self-confidence.
Like last year, I wasn't really focused about it, but this year I put my all into it, and even though I was in pain, I still pushed myself to that limit where I thought I couldn't reach, and I reached it.
So I run a program called the Outdoor Leadership Institute. It's a unity program where I recruit youth from all over Richmond, and they go on a 5-day backpacking trip. They're nervous about going into the woods, but in the end, they climb and they say that it's worth it. And we see a lot of transformation. The girls just learn servant leadership. They learn to love the outdoors. The biggest thing is that they learn how to overcome challenges and how to be resilient in their own life. And they also build self-confidence and just have fun and be kids.
The hardest experience was just putting your group first. So we all had to put our differences aside and just hike through the mountains together. Like, we call each other sisters now because of how close we got together.
My favorite part about Richmond is the James River, but unfortunately a lot of the students here in Richmond in the public school system never get to experience those places. The great part about the Blue Sky Fund Explorers program is that we get to take 600 of those students every month to different outdoor field trip locations in the greater Richmond area. Just witnessing a student transform from being afraid and from dreading nature to exploring it with curiosity and awe is something that's unbeatable for us.
And we're being embraced by the educational system. The school recognizes that we do bring some value.
Well, the difference is that you get to see the beauty inside you just looking from a TV.
I think the camp experience is important because it can really teach you and instill many values in you that you didn't have before you came to the camp.
It makes you grow as a person and think about others and put yourself there.
I got to learn the things, I got to experience the things, I got to be pushed beyond my point that I'm usually at.
It shows you how to put yourself third. You got to put God first, others second, and yourself third.
And I think what's important about camp is the chance to encounter nature and encounter yourself in a way that just isn't possible sitting around the house. Adventure-based learning is all about gaining perspective and being able to say, wow, that was really hard. But you know what? I'm stronger than I thought I was. Let's see what else I can overcome.
Take kids rock climbing. The biggest thing about rock climbing is the kids learn to trust themselves and trust each other.
Every time I experience an activity with the children is a lasting memory. Just to see their accomplishment in their eyes and their pride in having tackled something that they didn't think they could do is just, those kinds of memories are forever.
When you gotta build a bridge or you have to help each other out in the wilderness, there's a camaraderie that's formed that isn't achieved anywhere else.
Our zip code 23223 has some of the worst health outcomes in the city of Richmond. That's the problem, but the good news is we can do something about it. This type of activity coming together begins to do something about it.
And I think they're showing young people how important it is for us to be engaged, to participate in activities that's going to help them in body, mind, and spirit.
Events like these are extraordinarily important for the kids because it gives the kids an opportunity to get together with kids that don't live in their neighborhoods. It gives them a positive environment to work in. We have caring adults and volunteers that are here.
Blue Sky allows kids to grow up smarter, stronger, more confident. It's a lofty goal, but it actually happens. I think Blue Sky is the resource in Richmond that's allowing that to happen right now.
And your dollar just goes tremendously far. What we are able to do with the resources is amazing. And if we counted it in smiles and in changed children, it's just amazing.
There's always something that can connect anyone. I mean, everyone has a common bond somewhere.
Blue Sky's created a safe place for people who are different to come together and realize that we don't have so many differences, that there's a commonality. I think we have a better city because of that. I think the ripple effect of what Blue Sky is doing, both in and outside of school and in our communities, will long outlive what we do.
This really is about building healthier communities.
I want folks to know that in Richmond we have an opportunity to give the experiences that maybe were transformational for us. Now Blue Sky gives you a way to give those memories to younger children, and a way to change their lives and expand their horizons and increase their hope for what's possible in their future.
I grew up in the inner city. One of the things that really helped to make me the person I am was being able to get out. There are some children who never leave their environments. The ability to take a kid to camp or to get them out of an environment can impact in an amazing, amazing way. We are stewards of what we have, and we have to give back. And whether it's Blue Sky is a wonderful way to give back, and quite frankly, my heart would say here's the place to give. You can do this wherever you are. Get involved. Take some children out in the park. Camp out overnight. Go in a canoe. And watch the change you see not only in your kids, but the kids around you.
Help support our mission to get kids outside.